What's up, YouTube universe? It's your man, Ricky G, coming at you live with another episode. I hope this video has found you in good spirits. I'm just here at the house, chilling, getting ready for my basketball game to come on. So I'm about to watch the Dallas Mavericks. And I wanted to make a video, kind of two parts. One is how I'm doing, and then number two is you'll see coming up. So I'm just here at the house chilling, getting ready to watch my basketball game here in about 30 minutes or so, and thought I'd make this video. And I got my little puppy with me, Ellie. Come here. Come on. Say hello to Ellie. She needs a haircut, but that's our puppy. She's a half mix between Havanese and a Schnauzer. And she's about 4 or 5 months old. So we're still going through that puppy phase. But how am I doing? Well, you see, I got a puppy here. My family finally got a puppy. We had a dog about 3 years ago. The dog got out and never returned. So we finally got another dog. So anyways, what have I been up to? Well, I have not been up to making videos, that's for sure. I've throttled back making videos quite a bit because I've got other things taking up my time. And mostly the reason why I haven't been making any videos is because I've lost that desire to make videos. For the first 3.5 years, I was making videos all the time, doing these book reviews, so on and so forth. But something happened about 3 years ago, and the ex-Jehovah's Witness community, oh, sorry, I kind of got the hiccups, but the ex-Jehovah's Witness community became real divisive. People are entitled to their opinions, but some people are still playing elder out there, and I didn't agree with a lot of stuff going on, and I just needed to remove myself from that negativity. And so I unsubscribed from a lot of ex-Jehovah's Witness YouTube channels and stopped watching videos. I got out of a bunch of ex-Jehovah's Witness Facebook groups. Now, the only one I'm still in is I'm an admin on a Dallas-Fort Worth Facebook group. So other than that, that's really been a blessing. Just getting out of the ex-Jehovah's Witness scene has really helped me to move on. Because really, that's what you want to do, right? You want to move on. We left Watchtower. We don't know what to do next. We kind of figure out on our own. We start to become our own person. And in order for us to really heal, for our wounds to heal from leaving that cult, you know, some wounds are deeper than others for people. But in order for us to heal and move on, we have to move on. Really, we have to stop looking in that rearview mirror that is the Watchtower Bible and Trap Society. Whoops, did I say that wrong? No, I said that right. The Watchtower Bible and Trap Society. So, yeah, getting out of the scene really helped me. And since then, I've been able to focus on my career. So now I've got a job with a company that I love working for, and I'm getting paid what I believe that I'm worth. So that's just awesome. I got a schedule where I can pick up my kids every day from school, and I'm loving it. I love my job. And I just bought this house just over a year, going on a 1.5 years ago. So that has taken up a lot of my time trying to make improvements, fixing things in the summertime, keeping up with my yard and pool. So I've been busy And so that's kind of helped me to replace that desire to sit down and pump out videos. So that's really the main reason why I have not been making videos. And I'm not going to say that this is my last one, but this might be my last one. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have that desire to sit down and make another video. So that's what's going on with me. Doing well in life. I've been meeting up with ex-Jehovah's Witnesses that I've met online whenever I go out of town to visit with people. And then when they come in the Dallas area, I've met quite a few people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, in Texas, and other ex-Jehovah's Witnesses all over the U.S. So that's been pretty cool. Just being able to talk with other ones. And coincidentally at my job, there just so happens to be 2 other ex-JWs there. So that's been pretty cool. And but going on to the second point, the one that I wanted to make is about what happens when my spouse wakes up, or when I wake up and my spouse does not wake up. Because that is a very, very difficult situation and relationship to be in. Because if you think about it, in your JW spouse's mindset, you're the one that changed, and that's true. We are the one that changed. So their world came crashing down in a different way than our world came crashing down. Our world came crashing down because we realized the truth isn't the truth anymore. Their world crashed because we no longer want to be Jehovah's Witnesses. So it's 2 different things. And that can put a lot of strain on a relationship. They may try to impose those Jehovah's Witnesses standards upon you, which you no longer live by. And that's difficult. They may not really, or they really can't fully understand what you're going through. We know pretty much how they're feeling, but they have no idea what we're going through. So what can we do? Well, I'm no marriage counselor, so I'm not going to tell you what to do. I can just give you suggestions on what has worked for me. The one thing that really helped the most was marriage counseling. And fortunately, my spouse was the one that wanted to do the marriage counseling. You know, she wanted to do that years before I ever woke up. And in my Jehovah's Witness mindset, I said, we don't need to do that because we got the elders and we got Watchtowers and Awake. So why should we pay someone when we've got those things? So there was a time where we were separated. I was thinking about divorce. And I decided to try and give my marriage one last try before I took that big step, because it was going to affect not only me, it was going to affect her and my kids. So I wanted to at least give it one last good shot where I can have a clean conscience and say, you know what? I gave it my best shot, but it didn't work out. So we decided to go see a marriage counselor, and that was really the thing that helped us the most, because we were able to come to some agreements that has helped our relationship. And the biggest one was to not speak about religion anymore, and we haven't ever. So in the last 3 years, 3.5 years since we went to marriage counseling, something like that, we've spoken about religion twice for about 2 minutes each. And she was basically asking me what I thought, what I believed in now. And I had a small window of opportunity just to kind of share. Sorry, my puppies might be getting into something she shouldn't. Ellie, no. So I was able to share real briefly what what I believe in now. But outside of those 4 minutes over the last 3 years, we haven't spoken about religion. I try not to keep up with the Jehovah's Witness religion very much, but I kind of have to a little bit just to see what my kids are learning, because they still go to the meetings with her, and I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. But so the number one thing was no religion, zero, and we've pretty much kept up with that promise. Number two was, what are we going to do with our kids? Because kids complicates things very much. If she had it her way, the kids would continue going to meetings 100% of the time. And if I had it my way, they would go 0% of the time. So marriage is a give and take relationship, right? It has to be a give and take relationship. So in order for us to meet each other in the middle 50%, right? 1 week, my kids go to the meetings and do the JW thing, and then the next week they don't. And that's 50-50, right? They go to the assemblies and conventions and memorials, and in return, I celebrate holidays and birthdays with my kids. So as far as our kids are concerned, everything is split right down the middle, 50-50. And that's really helped us. We got a schedule. My kids know what weeks they're supposed to go to meetings, which ones they don't. So they know that when their birthday comes around, whether it's the Jehovah's Witness week or not, they're celebrating their birthday. Thanksgiving, Christmas, whether it's the Jehovah's Witness week or not, they're going to celebrate with me. If it's a convention, whether it's their week or not, they're going to that with mom. So we've got a nice schedule. We know how things are supposed to operate in our house, and it's worked for us. So it's a very difficult thing when your spouse does not wake up. And I think also we have both come to the conclusion, and I can say for my part that I've come to the conclusion that my wife may never wake up, and I'm okay with that. And I think that she has come to the conclusion that I'll never go back to the meetings, and that she's okay with that. Of course, we both have that hope for each other that she'll wake up or I'll go back to the meetings, but I think we've both come to those conclusions. And then lastly, not only did we promise not to talk about religion, we made one other promise to each other. I promised that I wouldn't speak anything negative about the Jehovah's Witness religion, and she promised that she would never invite me to come back to the meetings for any reason whatsoever. So we both have held to our agreements, and that's what's helped us. So I do know that for the most part, when a person wakes up and their wife or husband does not wake up, more often than not, it leads to divorce. I can't say that I found some magical potion that's going to help everyone in this type of situation, because marriage is different for every couple. So I can tell you what's worked for me, and hopefully it'll work for you. So that's what I have to say regarding what happens if my mate doesn't wake up. It's going to be tough, and it was really, really, really difficult in the beginning. But after some marriage counseling, some boundaries were set, a schedule was set for my kids, and it seems to have worked out. I can honestly say that our marriage hasn't been any better than it is now, even before when we were both Jehovah's Witnesses. It's been better now. So setting those boundaries, going to marriage counseling, and if you got kids, having that schedule set to where they know what's to expect has really helped me and my family. So maybe those suggestions will help you. And last but not least, going back to an update on me, I wanted to save this for last. It's the icing on the cake. When I first started making videos, I really didn't think too many people would be paying attention or watching my videos to begin with, but I wanted to help people that were studying with Jehovah's Witnesses and had questions and weren't getting those questions from their study conductors or people from the Kingdom Hall. I wanted to help former Jehovah's Witnesses who needed to get some comfort or relate to someone on the internet that's been through something similar. I wanted to help Jehovah's Witnesses who were watching the videos and didn't know about some of the things that I discovered. And then lastly, maybe some miracle that I would actually wake up one of my family members. Well, guess what? One of my videos woke up one of my family members. And so I'm just ready to retire now. I'm good, because not only did I wake up one of my family members, and if you're watching, you know who you are, and I love you and I always got your back. Not only did one of my family members wake up, the rest of her entire family have stopped going to the meetings. So I was able to get my family back, at least one of my siblings and his family. So it's been the greatest thing, just being able to talk to your family member again. Because honestly, I was at the point, I made a video maybe 2 years ago when my grandmother had passed away, and it was a very painful experience for me. Not only was I grieving the loss of my grandmother, that day I had to grieve the loss of my living family, that I was never going to talk to them again the way I was treated. I never wanted to talk to them again. So to get some family members back has been awesome. This happened out of nowhere during the summer. So we actually had a Thanksgiving together. First one ever that I ever had with my family, anyone in my family, my side of the family. And we had our Christmas, first Christmas ever. I've been celebrating Christmas with my kids, but no one else. So I think the last time I celebrated Christmas before I woke up was maybe when I was 2 or 3 years old. I really don't remember. But we had Christmas, and it was so awesome because we did a Secret Santa with all of my siblings' family, and I actually picked my sibling for Secret Santa, and I got my sibling a ugly Christmas sweater. But since it was the first one and I was so hyped up, I had the Christmas spirit, I went and bought everyone ugly Christmas sweaters. And I think it was a smash hit. I had so much fun shopping for those sweaters, gift wrapping everything and looking at everybody's expressions when they opened it up. You know, it was so awesome. And it just feels great having some family back, celebrating the holidays. And yeah, so I'm ready to retire. You know, I'm good. If I can wake up another family, even better. But right now, I'm in heaven. So I wanted to save that bit of information for last. So like I said, I don't know if I'm going to retire. Don't know if this is my last video, but I definitely won't be making any more videos anytime soon, because it's time for me to focus on living my life and moving past the Jehovah's Witness religion and becoming an ex-XJW, which I hope that you watching this video will become one also. So I won't say goodbye, but I will say see you later.